Good morning, Richard. How are you?
Doing great, Randy. How about yourself?
Oh, it's great. It's the new year. We're into 2023. I think that there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's not a freight train this time like it was the past couple of years, which is always good. I hope Santa was good to you and your family, and hopefully you got some rest during the break.
Yeah, I had a wonderful break, and I hope the same for you and same for all our colleagues out there. And hope everyone got a chance to at least recharge a little bit and get the batteries all set to go for this new semester.
Yeah, we've got lots to look forward to. And of course, Consummer Institute is coming up in June. It'll be here in 6 months before we even know it, June 11th through the 14th at Bethel University in Mishawaka, Indiana. And if you go to consummerinstitute.com, you can register. Richard and I are going to be wrapping in the marching arts into the CSI curriculum. So you don't have to stay extra 2 days. You don't have to pay extra money. It's going to be great, Richard, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm just so, I feel so fortunate that the Consumer folks at the powers that be are making this part of Consumer Institute instead of, us being kind of tagged on at the end. I think that's very cool. It's a big statement. And I think it's going to give people the opportunity to come up and visit us and be with us. Since it's a shorter amount of time, it's going to be a very concentrated amount of time. And as you folks know that have done this before, we're going to have world-class clinicians that you're not going to want to miss. So I hope you guys will join us.
Absolutely. So I thought it'd be great today if we talked a little bit. I referenced Someday I'll in one of our sessions in December. And I just wanted to kind of go back to that as we look at New Year's resolutions. I'm sure that many of you listeners out there have, personal New Year's resolutions. Maybe you have some professional ones. But, just talking about someday I'll go to professional development and get some extra tools in my tool chest, or someday I'll bring in a clinician, or someday I won't look at the clock when I'm teaching and worry about whether I have enough time. I'll just continue to focus on the things that matter. Let's delve into that a little bit as we start the new year, Richard.
Yeah, I think it's easy to even make a to-do list, which I know, Randy, you've done just like I've done. And part of that list may be, all right, let's bring someone in to watch me teach, or bring someone in to help our kids or whatever. And as you mentioned in one of our other videos too, a lot of times we think we're bringing in consultants or clinicians to work with our groups, but we're really bringing them in so we can learn from them as well. And don't be afraid to do that. And guys, put that at the top of your list this year. And let me just be brutally honest with you about how I look at things. And Randy, I know you look at things the same way because we're very similar this way. Is your band where you want them to be? Are they playing the way you want them to play? Or would you be proud to have anyone come in and listen to your group? And if the answer to that is, well, I'm not quite sure. All right, then now is the perfect time to get ahead on schedule, get people in to listen to your group, to listen to your kids, and to talk with you about how you're rehearsing. Because imagine if by the time the end of second semester came, you were almost twice as good as you are right now as a rehearsal technician. That's really hard to do by ourselves. It's hard for us to just do that. We need help, no matter how good or how weak we may be, in our technique, we need help. So don't be afraid to ask for people. I know it's one of the toughest things to do, but make that first on your list, check it off, make that call or send that email, and come up with ways to get people in to watch you teach. It will change your life. We both promise. Right, Randy?
Absolutely. And, Richard and I have already given you your marching orders. We've got your New Year's resolution set for you. If you didn't have one, or if you do have a bunch, just add it to your list. But do that for yourself, because, growing as a teacher is a continuous process. And I know I can speak to Richard because we've talked about this before, is, we're both trying to learn and grow every day. That's what helps us get out of bed every morning and work as hard as we do. And you just want to continue to cultivate your skill sets. There's always something to be learned. I've learned from younger teachers, older teachers, and I know, Richard, you have too as well. And it's, to me, that's just the excitement of why we do this, why we're musicians. We constantly learn, right?
I learn from my former students right now. I'm learning. I mean, my former students are my teachers right now. And it's awesome. It's amazing because I just feel like I'm learning some of my best stuff right now in my later years. but I'm learning it from younger folks, which is the way it should be. You know, I mean, they're supposed to take care of old people when we're up there, right? And that's what I feel like they're doing. And so we can learn from anyone. You're exactly right, Randy.
So it's 2023, everybody, in case you've been asleep during the break. We are here. We're going to hit the ground running, and we're here for you. Please reach out if you need anything, and we wish you all the best. And we'll see you again next week on Tuesday Morning Coffee Talk.
Take care, everyone. Happy New Year.